Hello and g'day, you're back with the crew. So glad to be back with you guys. Today is a changing, a turning of the guard, if you will, a place and time that you're going to understand. What I'm going to cover in this video, you're going to see a pattern. And the pattern is you're living this part of future and part of history of mankind that you and I are going to be a big part of. Nothing new, nothing revolutionary, except for it's insanely revolutionary, and it's changing the entire monetary system. The money in which we call money or digits or currencies or whatever it is you want to call them is changing. It's evolving. The knowledge of this is known at the top, if you will. The monetary system understands that we must keep people in line with these digits because this digit, this ability to create more and more and more of this abundant planet in which we have, has to have a digit that can keep up with that. So let's talk about the fact that the mankind's population on this planet is leveling off, okay? And monetary digits are on the increase, on the rise. Globally, that is. That's not just here in the US, that's everywhere. That creates an inflationary time and system in which we're all living in. But the evidence of it is so obvious in so many other countries, and now it's become obvious in the homeland of the dollar, which is now in a situation of a little long in the tooth, and it looks like it's on its way out, as we all know. This monetary game can be played for an awful long time, as I talk about when we're talking about average people that don't follow shows like this one and many other great shows. They don't understand what it means to have something that's overproduced. They're just caught up in the rat wheel and they're just doing their thing and they're picking the kids up and they're just, picking feet up and putting them down and living their lives. And they're not worried or concerned with a focus on the diminishing value that is actually with each digit. These digits, let's remember, unfortunately are controlled by people with, they're attorneys mostly, and they're PhDs, and they're not Joe Sixpack like you and I, who actually have to use these digits to actually heat, cool, put food on the table, and provide for our families. They don't live in that world like you and I do, to the degree that you and I do. So the diminishment of it is just, we're a numbers game to them. And this big numbers game in which they're playing is coming to an end. And I'm not trying to be fearful towards the dollar. The dollar could last another 10, 20 years. I really do believe that. I don't think it's going to, because we have alternatives such as cryptocurrencies. That's why you're watching this show. But in particular, there's one that I really, really like. As everybody knows, I really like XRP. I really like the XRPL. That ledger can change the way all of us keep account and keep everybody honest. Decentralized way of keeping all nations relevant and honest. It's going to be very tricky. We've abused every monetary system every country has ever had in the history of man, and we're there now with this dollar. I know all that. You've already known. You know all that, but you're rare. You're not the norm. You're not the normal guy. Trust me, you're not. Most people don't get that. However, there are more and more people that are understanding exactly what I just said. If that resonates with you, then you're in a position to do something about it. So now it's time for you to become the new rich. It's time for you to understand that what you have learned over watching thousands of hours of these shows, that you need to be in certain assets. And you know what those all are. And I keep talking about the top 10 coins. You've got to own, I don't care which ones. I really like Bitcoin and I really like XRP. That's Allan. That's not financial advice. I could be 100% wrong on both of those. You just never know. I don't think so, because I think all the top 10 coins are going to be a place where Wall Street, and let's get around to it, all the politicians finally understand, and they are getting it, and now they're going to front load this thing, because the politicians, bipartisan politicians, are flip-flopping. And when they flip-flop, what do? They become incredible investors. All of a sudden, they become this brilliant mind, the great traders of the world, the Pelosis and the people that are just brilliant trading minds that have discovered the answer of how to make money with money, and legendary trading skills that they have, are going to pile into crypto. And that's what you own. That's what we own. And what I've been telling you for almost 3 years now is they're coming to what you and I own. And when I said they are coming, I wasn't just talking about the guy that drives a UPS truck. I was talking about all the people that manipulate markets, the people that vote for things. All of these politicians are flip-flopping. All of them. The second most important politician in the world, Schumer, is now flipped from his own party. And where's he at? He's going in favor of crypto. And they're going to build laws for them. They're going to build laws so that they can own and hold and profit from crypto. Because they're joining our team. They're now on our side. They're now feeling like I better invest in that instead of some oil field that they know is going to be drilled next year. They're now going to write laws, create lobbyists to create legislature that keeps you and I in profit. That's big, guys. Do you understand what's happening in the world right now? This is stuff I was dreaming about in 2017 is now starting to happen today. And we are at the brink of it. We're at the point where the fat cat, the biggest monetary nation in the world, especially when it comes to printing digits, is the United States, and Wall Street and politicians, and all of them are coming to what you and I own. You own the most important coins they want. They have to buy them from us. That's if you're crazy enough to sell them to them. You're holding the bag. You got the bag. That's what you call me. You call me a bag holder. I'm the guy. I'm the guy that has those. Oh, that's right, I have those too. Oh, and those, oh, you landed on my space? Boardwalk? Oh, God, that's going to cost you double, triple. Oh, I have a hotel on that one. All of you passed all these laws with these lobbyists, and all these lobbyists made my Boardwalk space 10x? Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I'm not just talking about the money and the wealth coming to you. I'm talking about all of the code and all of the ideas and everything that we've put onto the blockchain that we know to be real, and we want it to stay real, is going to absorb all of the fake money, all the derivatives, all the levered money, over-financed. Everything is over-financed. What's happening right now in the world is a very slow trickle. Remember, I talk about this all the time. When you see a revolution and politicians are swinging in the streets, from a guillotine or whatever, a noose, it took years to get there. That's where we're at. We're at the part where they're within a year or two, they take the noose or they come on board. And I'm not trying to be grim about any of this, but you get the point what I'm trying to make here. That's where we're at. That's where you're at. All of this is plain as day. All of these laws, here comes the ETFs, here comes all of these things are rolling out. Here comes this political election cycle. All of them are flipping. All of them are going to be in favor. All of them are going to have their billboards saying buy Cardano or buy XRP or I believe in this system and I've always liked blockchain and I'm always been the guy. And they're joining our side. And the great part, I know it's not just about us getting rich, although that's a nice benefit. I kind of like that benefit. But you can do things with the blockchain and with a decentralized monetary system that we can't do with the old one. And what happens is gold usually plays that role. And I'm going to say that gold's going to play a big role in this next happening that's going to be coming. And what will happen is they'll have to reset everything. They'll have to put everything, but they're going to run it through crypto. So you really want the ones, the cryptocurrencies in particular, that are the ones that have to do with the movement of money, the storage of money. Again, my two favorite coins, in my opinion. This is where you want to be. That's where they're going to land. That's where the gold rush, those were the picks and shovels were. They owned the streams. They owned where the gold was. That's where you're at. You own the property. Here comes the gold rush. What's your positioning in it? Do you own the monetary digits that are going to be used in the future? Do you own what's called now the storage of wealth coins? Those are the ones you want. And the monetary movement on top of the networks. So you're going to need an ETH or a Solana or a Cardano for the network of value. And then you're going to need something that moves it all around, XRP or XLM. And you're going to need one that's a storage of wealth, not unlike Bitcoin. All three of those categories are the three categories on Mainstreet of a town that isn't even built yet that you need to start staking your claim. And you should have been doing this for years now. And I know most of you already have. So just remember what this whole video is about. They're coming to what you and I have. They're making laws, they're making rules, and they're making it all happen. And they're going to use their political might to be correct and say it was their idea the whole time. The whole time. How many times have I said that? They're going to make it sound like this brilliant idea that we have with this whole crypto thing, we're going to revolutionize the whole world and we're going to show you that it's going to be so honest. Of course they're going to have backdoors. Of course they're going to corrupt it. Of course they're going to use it for their own gain and value and control. Of course we knew all that going into this. That's what I don't like about the legislature of a lot of the stuff that they are passing. However, for the first time in your lifetime, probably, you've resonated with something before that happened to it. And you bought it. And you bought it. I didn't tell you to buy it. You bought it. And you own it. And it's going to change your life in a manner in which you're not going to understand. Nobody, unless you're involved in it, is going to believe it. And you and I, my friends, are there. We're there. No more are these people going to be able to say, oh, well, gosh, I don't like that. I don't like the idea of crypto. Only, thieves and money launderers use it. No. Sorry. There's 900 corporations as of March 1st. That means there's 2 more months left that hasn't even been exposed as to all the corporations that own this coins. Bitcoin ETF in this case. That means there's probably double that many. So I'm going to call it 1,800 corporations in America who own and have lobbyists. Do you understand where I'm going with this? You remember on my Brad show, I was talking about the fact that what I learned when they exposed who was in these ETFs all the way up to March 1st. Who was in them? Corporations. It wasn't Joe Schmo. It wasn't the public. So what does that mean? Institutional buying does not mean FOMO yet. The FOMO is going to hit this thing from the institutions down. And if there was 900, and like I just said, there's probably 1,800, got to be another 900 in the last 2 months, right? When those get exposed, and when they're everybody you can imagine all own Bitcoin ETFs, what do you think that's going to do to the other tens of thousands of corporations who see what the other 1,800 did? They're going to want to hire crypto experts. They're going to want to hire crypto lobbyists. They're going to want to hire crypto people. They're going to want to hire you because you know more about crypto than any of these people. It goes back to a video I did not long ago. You people are brilliant. You understand this. You get the technology. You understand where it's going. You're way out ahead of this whole thing. And now you're going to be for hire. That's where we're at. That's what's happening right now. Stop and think about the 10,000. All of a sudden, it's not going to be, hey, that's risky. That ETF, that Bitcoin ETF is risky. Oh, really? When you look at the who's who of all corporations in the world are already in on it, the rest of the corporations are going to call that risky? No. That's the opposite. It's going to be risky not being in crypto. Do you understand that one, guys? Do you understand the side of the coin that you're now on? It's too late for the Bidens and the, whatever her name is, Pocahontas. It's too late for those people to blackmail or ruin us with the slants and the labeling of who we are. It's too late for all that. That's past. They'll just back down and act like it was their idea the whole time. You know how this all works. They'll never be held accountable for any of it. And that's just how it all works. I don't want to make this video too long, but you can sense this, guys. Can you not just, it's not just the headlines. It's not just what you've read. It's not just it's what I feel. And I can feel it. Just boom, we're there. And it's been a long road. And you deserve it. And it's not just about the retail right now, guys, because this is a fundamental transformation, I should say, happening to crypto globally. Truly, the last domino to fall was the US, and it's fallen like a rock. And personally, I kind of like it. You know why I like it? Because you are going to do really well. And I'm going to have a lot of fun hanging out with you, and we're going to have a lot of laughs together. That's what I'm looking forward to. Don't threaten me with a good time, all right? Okay, if you like this kind of content, thanks for watching. And if you stuck around this long, please hit like and subscribe. And I love you all, and I'll be back soon. Yeah, politicians. Truly my least favorite subject. But I had to do a video about the thieves, didn't I? Thieves. Love ya.